Asterisk, they said, this trailer was never meant to see the light of day. But now, whispers are spreading, and pieces of it have slipped into the world. What you're about to hear could be the first look at the most emotional summer story ever brought to screen. The Summer I Turned Pretty 2026 isn't just another teen romance, it's a storm of secrets. A clash of love, and a summer that promises to change everything. Asterisk, the screen fades in with a slow roll of ocean waves, the kind that feel both peaceful and dangerous. A voice begins to weave a story, hinting at the leaked trailer that no one thought would surface. It starts with a question. What happens when the summer you thought you wanted turns into the one you'll never forget? The tone is dramatic, yet soft, designed to hook the audience right away. We move into a montage of past summers, the bonfires, the late-night swims, and those fragile looks between friends who are more than just friends. The narration explains that the 2026 movie takes all of those memories and reshapes them into something deeper. Gone is the innocence of the first summer. In its place is a story about choices, heartbreak, and the kind of love that leaves a permanent mark. The leaked details suggest that the trailer doesn't waste time. It begins with a shot of Belly standing alone on the beach at sunset, her hair moving with the wind, her expression caught between hope and sorrow. The colors are warm, but the music behind it is slow and almost haunting. It's the perfect setup. This is a summer that feels both beautiful and dangerous, like every moment could be the last. The narration would then dive into the theme of transformation. This isn't just another season, it whispers. This is the summer where everything changes. We see flashes of the brothers Conrad's stare lingering longer than it should, Jeremiah's laughter trying to hide the truth he's carrying, and Belly caught in the middle, her smile breaking into hesitation. Each frame looks designed to make viewers feel that tension of being pulled in two directions. But the leaked trailer doesn't only focus on love, it hints at bigger stakes. Rumors say we catch glimpses of tearful arguments, doors slam shut, and scenes where silence speaks louder than words. The kind of raw, heavy emotion that feels more like a goodbye than a beginning. And yet, it's not just about endings. There are quick flashes of laughter, fireworks exploding in the night sky, and fleeting moments of joy that remind us why this story matters in the first place. By the end of this opening section, the voiceover teases what's to come. Every summer is a story. But this one will change them forever. The screen cuts to black, leaving only the sound of waves and a heartbeat, pulling the audience deeper into the mystery of what's next. Asterisk, the second part of the leaked trailer shifts its tone completely. After the quiet heartbreak of the opening, the pace quickens, almost like it's pulling us into a storm we can't escape. The screen flashes with golden hour shots of the beach, but this time, it's not about calm or nostalgia, about the feeling that everything is rushing toward a breaking point. The voiceover cuts in with a sharper tone. Love isn't simple anymore. It's a choice, and every choice has a cost. The camera shows Belly walking into a crowded summer party. There are fairy lights strung across the backyard, music pulsing, laughter filling the air. But the lens stays fixed on her face. She scans the room, and though dozens of people surround her, it's clear she's searching for only two. The brothers appear in quick cuts, Jeremiah leaning against a wall, his smile too bright to be real, and Conrad standing across the pool, expression heavy, like he's carrying the whole summer on his shoulders. In this moment, the audience feels the tension before a single word is spoken. Rumors about the leaked footage say that this sequence is one of the most intense in the film's preview. The editing makes every look, every pause, every breath feel loaded with meaning. A close-up of Conrad clenching his jaw, Jeremiah's eyes softening for just a second before he turns away. Belly's hesitation as she takes a step forward, only to stop, as if moving toward one will break the other. It's all silent. But the silence is louder than dialogue. the narration hints at the bigger theme. This summer is about decisions that cannot be undone. "You can't love two people forever," the voice says, layered over a shot of Belly standing at a fork in the road. Behind her, the world feels warm, glowing with the safety of childhood. Ahead of her, the horizon looks uncertain, darker, yet full of promise. It's not just about who she chooses, about who she becomes. Then the pace explodes. The trailer throws in rapid cuts, fireworks exploding overhead, a heated argument in the rain, a door slamming shut as someone yells from the other side, and a tear-streaked face caught in headlights. Each frame looks more dramatic than the last, building the sense that this isn't just another summer love triangle. This is the summer where everything breaks open. The leaked details suggest there's even a new character teased briefly, a mysterious figure who appears in just 2 shots, enough to spark wild speculation. Is this someone from Belly's past, or a person who changes the dynamic entirely? The trailer doesn't answer. It only lingers long enough to make fans ask questions, to make them wonder what secrets are still being hidden. The section ends with a single line that echoes into silence. "You can't keep everyone you love." The screen fades to black. But the sound of crashing waves continues, louder, rougher than before. It's as if the ocean itself is warning us this story is about to drown us in feelings we're not ready for. Asterisk, the third stretch of the leaked trailer doesn't hold back. After showing the laughter and the parties, the rhythm slows again, but this time with an edge that feels dangerous. The music drops into something heavier, low strings, the kind that make your chest tighten. A single line from the narrator breaks the silence. "Every secret has a price." The footage flickers to darker images. A storm rolling in over the ocean. Lightning splitting the sky, and Belly standing alone in the rain, clutching something close to her chest. Some claim it looks like a letter, others whisper it might be a photograph. Whatever it is, her hands shake as if she knows this small object has the power to change everything. The faceless narration explains that this summer isn't just about love, it's about truth. The kind of truth that tears families and friendships apart. Then come the glimpses of conflict. Conrad's voice breaks through in one leaked audio clip, saying, "You don't understand what I gave up for you." His words hit hard, full of frustration, like he's fighting against time itself. Immediately after, Jeremiah's voice cuts in, softer, but no less painful. Why does it always have to be him? These lines, brief and jagged, paint the trailer as less of a love story and more of a battlefield where emotions are weapons. The editing in this section becomes sharper, almost violent in its rhythm. We see doors slamming, tears falling, hands reaching out but pulling back too late. In one shot, Belly walks away from someone calling her name, her face hidden in shadows. In another, Jeremiah throws something across the room, frustration boiling over. And then, the most haunting glimpse of all, Conrad staring out at the water. His eyes red, his lips trembling, as though he knows he's about to lose everything. The voiceover pushes the tension higher. You can't keep running from what's real. On screen, we see Belly caught between the brothers, but the difference now is sharper. This isn't playful rivalry anymore. This is desperation. This is love turning into something that feels too heavy to carry. But it's not just about the three of them. The trailer hints at bigger heartbreaks. A funeral scene flashes quickly, black umbrellas. A gravestone blurred in the rain. Belly's face crumpling as if she's holding back screams. Could this mean the movie will deal with a devastating loss? Or is it a misdirect, a symbolic moment meant to spark theories? The leaked footage doesn't answer, but it leaves just enough for fans to argue endlessly. The section ends with a breathtaking image, Belly standing on the pier, the ocean roaring behind her. Her voice barely above a whisper, "I don't know who I am without this." The shot lingers on her face before cutting to black, leaving only the sound of thunder rolling across the screen. It feels final, yet unfinished, like we're watching the beginning of the end. Asterisk. The last stretch of the leaked trailer doesn't slow down, it explodes. The pace quickens until it feels like we're being pulled through a storm with no way out. The music builds into pounding drums and rising strings, the kind that make your heart race even if you don't know why. Then, silence just long enough for a single whisper. This summer, everything ends. The footage flashes too fast to fully grasp waves crashing against the rocks. Belly running barefoot down a dark road, Jeremiah slamming his fist into a wall, Conrad shouting something we can't quite hear. Every cut is sharper than the last, like pieces of a puzzle we're not supposed to solve yet. The narration breaks in. You can hold on to the past, or you can face what's coming. But you can't do both. The supposed leaked details say this section is the most shocking. There's a scene of Belly standing in front of a mirror, wiping tears off her face, only for the glass to crack as if it can't contain her reflection. A fleeting glimpse of a wedding dress flashes across the screen, followed immediately by Conrad walking away into the night. Then, Jeremiah's voice, pleading, desperate, "Tell me I'm enough." That single line hangs in the air like a wound that won't heal. The trailer doesn't stop there. Rumors suggest we even see a car speeding down a wet road, headlights blinding, before cutting to black just as the tires screech. The implication is terrifying, yet unclear. Did something tragic happen? Or is it another misdirection to keep fans guessing? The mystery is part of the power the trailer never explains. It only shows enough to haunt you. Then comes the montage of what looks like final moments. Fireworks lighting up the night sky, Belly screaming into the ocean, Conrad and Jeremiah standing face to face as though ready to tear each other apart. A single kiss flashes by quick, blurred, impossible to know who it's with. And then, the quietest image of all, Belly sitting alone on the sand. The waves rolling in, her head bowed as if the summer has already broken her. The voiceover leans into the closing words. Every story has an ending, but not every ending is happy. On screen, the title slams across in glowing white letters. The Summer I Turned Pretty, 2026. The sound of waves crashes one final time, louder than ever, before silence cuts everything off. And just when it feels finished, there's one last whisper in the dark. This isn't goodbye, it's forever. The screen stays black, daring the audience to breathe again. Asterisk, just when the screen goes black and the audience thinks it's over. The leaked trailer throws in one final twist. The silence holds for a few seconds, long enough to make viewers shift in their seats. And then a single match sparks in the dark. The flame glows against someone's face, but the shadows hide who it is. The voiceover, lower now, almost like a confession, whispers, "You were never supposed to see this part." The match blows out, and suddenly we're pulled into a secret montage faster and darker than anything before. A locked box being opened, a journal with pages torn out, a blurry shot of Belly standing on the pier at night, speaking to someone we can't see. The camera never reveals the other figure, but their presence is enough to suggest that this isn't just about the three we thought we knew. The leaked footage hints at a new thread, something deeper, maybe even dangerous, that changes the story we thought we understood. Then, the tension snaps with a shocking reveal. Conrad's voice saying, "If she finds out, it's over." The sound isn't clear, it's distorted, like it was recorded in secret. Jeremiah's response follows. She already knows. That exchange is so quick, so raw, that fans will pause and replay just to catch it. It suggests a secret bigger than a love triangle, something hidden beneath every choice and every heartbreak. The visuals spiral faster flashes of headlights on an empty road. A beach house door slamming shut, someone's hand letting go of a necklace that falls into the sand. Then, silence again. This time, it's Belly's voice, trembling but strong. No more secrets. Those 3 words hit harder than any scream, because they feel like a promise and a warning. The final frame appears almost too suddenly. A calendar flips to August, and the date is circled in red. The circle smears, almost like blood in the water. The screen glitches, and the title reappears. The Summer I Turned Pretty, 2026. But this time, a new tagline flickers below. The ending you weren't supposed to see. The trailer ends there. Abrupt and chilling, as if someone cut the footage before it revealed too much. For a leaked video, this section feels intentional, like it was designed to make fans question whether what they saw was real, or something they weren't ready to know. Asterisk, the leaked footage doesn't end where it should. After the chilling red-circled calendar fades to black, the screen glitches again, as though someone spliced in fragments never meant to be shown. The sound is muffled at first, waves crashing, then a shaky breath, but slowly, a faint voice emerges. It's Belly's, soft and broken. If this gets out, everything changes. The image is grainy, handheld, like a private recording instead of polished cinematography. We see Belly sitting on the floor of her bedroom, knees pulled to her chest. The glow of a lamp casting long shadows across the walls. Her eyes look swollen, as if she's been crying for hours, but her voice is steady. "They think I don't know," she says, pausing as though she's afraid to keep going. "But I've always known." That single line sets the tone. Whatever the secret is, it isn't about discovery anymore. It's about survival. The next shots are disjointed. Flashes of raw moments, Jeremiah dropping to his knees in the sand, his face buried in his hands. Conrad pacing in the rain, muttering words we can't hear. A beach house door chained shut from the outside. Each fragment feels stolen, too personal, almost invasive, like we're seeing into the characters' lives in ways we shouldn't. Then, the faceless narration cuts in again, quieter than before, almost like a warning. This was never part of the trailer. This was buried. The screen flickers, showing a shot of the ocean at night, the water black and endless. In the background, someone whispers, "Don't tell her." Followed by another voice sharper, panicked, "It's already too late." The trailer's epilogue spirals into chaos. We see headlights racing down a coastal road. A figure running into the surf as though trying to disappear. A family photo burning in a fire pit. And then an image that lingers longer than all the rest, Belly standing between the brothers. But this time, their faces are blurred, distorted. As if the film itself can't decide who they are. The music shifts into a distorted version of a lullaby, haunting and slow, building tension until it feels unbearable. Just before the screen cuts, one final line is whispered into the dark. "The summer you wanted is gone. The summer you fear is here." Everything goes black again, this time for good. No title card, no closing credits, just silence, leaving the viewer unsettled, unsure whether they witnessed a trailer or something they weren't supposed to find. Asterisk, the screen stays dark for longer than feels comfortable. No music, no voices, just silence. Then a single heartbeat echoes through the speakers, steady at first, then faster, as though the trailer itself is alive. A faint glow emerges on the screen, moonlight reflecting on the ocean's surface. For a moment, it feels calm, almost safe, until the water ripples unnaturally, as if something beneath is stirring. The voiceover returns one last time. "Lower now, with the weight of truth. You wanted a love story. But love is only half of it." The images that follow are more unsettling than anything before. Belly's silhouette walking into the sea until the waves swallow her. Jeremiah screaming her name in the distance. Conrad standing at the pier, his face blank, his eyes hollow, as though he knows something no one else does. These shots aren't polished, they feel raw, jagged. Like footage that escaped editing for a reason. The trailer builds into its final, crescendo. Quick cuts of broken promises and shattered moments. A shattered glass bottle on the sand. A note pinned to a door. Someone's hand letting go of another's just as the waves crash between them. Then, the camera jolts to an extreme close-up of Belly's face. Eyes filled with fear and determination as she whispers, "I won't choose. Not this time." That single line flips the entire story. The triangle, the heartbreak, the rivalry, it all becomes something bigger. This isn't just about who she loves. It's about who survives the summer. The heartbeat returns, louder now, mixed with the roar of the ocean. The final title card slams onto the screen, glitching as though someone tried to censor it. The Summer I Turned Pretty 2026. But before it can fade away, blood-red text flickers underneath. This was not meant for release. And then, the most haunting stinger of all. A child's voice, not Belly's, not either brother's, soft, distant. Almost ghostly. "You'll never forget what you saw here." The words echo as the screen cuts to black, and this time, there is no return. No music, no whisper. Just silence that lingers like a shadow long after the trailer has ended. The leaked footage closes not with answers, but with questions, questions that blur the line between rumor and reality. Did we just see a movie trailer? Or did we glimpse the truth behind a story that was never supposed to be told?